September 25th, 2013. Here's my 2 cents on the TV pilot Trophy Wife, starring Malin Akerman, who, if you watch the show, the movie, the Farrelly Brothers movie, that wasn't really that successful, and it was Ben Stiller's first non-successful box office film in a long time, titled The Heartbreak Kid. Watch this show. Malin Akerman is brilliant in that movie. And she's doing the same role that she was doing, same role that she was doing in The Heartbreak Kid in this movie. And Malin Akerman is a very good comedic actress. Some people would argue that she's Cameron Diaz-light, or she's a poor man's Cameron Diaz, because she's trying to do what Cameron Diaz is doing. Cameron Diaz can pass as a dramatic actress. Malin Akerman had a really tough time with it. Stick with this, and I think this show is going to be successful because I think she's very talented. But you can't talk about this show and see that she's got a huge assortment of talent around her, and good for her. I know she's one of the producers on the show, and good for the creators for casting this terrific show. Marcia Gay Harden is such a great actress, and she's so good in everything that she does. And if you don't think she can do comedy, watch the remake of Bad News Bears with Greg Kinnear and Billy Bob Horton. She is really good in that film, and she's really good in the pilot of The Trophy Wife. I love where she can take this character. And I just saw the other ex-wife on the show. She was in The World. She also stole the show in that Paul Rudd, Jennifer Aniston terrible movie, Wanderlust, last year. She stole that whole entire movie. She plays the other comedic ex-wife. She's terrific as well. Bradley Whitford from Josh from West Wing fame, terrific, always a charming guy, and he's the key of this show because he's a man that has 2 ex-wives, has 3 children, and he falls in love with Malin Akerman's character. And we have to be convinced that he's not a slimeball, that he's just looking for a hoochie girl. He's a man with a soul, and he's a good father. And he happened to fall in love with this very attractive younger girl. He has to convince the audience this, and he has to convince the audience his relationships with his other ex-wives as well. And he does a good job. Like, he's the key stroke of this show. If his character doesn't work, the show doesn't work. I didn't like the voiceovers in the beginning and the end of the show. Didn't think it was needed at all. I didn't think that's sort of like pandering to the audience in a mainstream way. I like this show. It's playing after the Goldbergs. I have a feeling these 2 shows are going to be very successful, and they can do a lot with this show. And Akerman is very good. She was very funny in this pilot, and so were the other actresses and actors. That's my 2 cents.